All right, here we go. So, Facebook and branding for your small business. This training is brought to you by the Jefferson Franklin Community Action Corporation through the Small Business Resource Center, and we are funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration. The Small Business Resource Center is a nonprofit organization brought to you by the Jefferson Franklin Community Action Corporation. We are funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration through the Community Navigator Pilot Program. We provide no-cost consulting to entrepreneurs and small businesses in Jefferson, Franklin, Washington, St. Francis, and St. Genevieve counties located in Missouri. We also connect these clients with resources or spokes to assist them free of charge with other services such as accounting, legal, marketing, and funding through loan application assistance. As a disclaimer, the purpose of this presentation is to provide general information only. It is not intended to be a comprehensive summary of any ordinances, regulations, or laws, and the information presented does not constitute legal advice. One should always contact their attorney, CPA, or any other authoritative agency with any questions or concerns. What we're going to go over today, we're going to talk a bit about your logo, the 5 W's, recognizing your sponsors and partners, branding and the importance of consistency, knowing who your target audience is, and last but not least, Facebook. So, really quick, we are not going to be discussing search engine optimization or SEO. That is beyond my knowledge. I know some of it, but this is not anything that I am confident providing a training on at this time. That could be something that we could probably discuss over the amount of 2 weeks, honestly. Every search engine, every social media platform, they all run on different kinds of algorithms that are always changing. So that's just something that we're not going to dive into. So if you came here looking for any SEO tips, I do apologize for you, but we will not be going over that. All right. So let's start with your logo. So your logo is going to reflect the nature of your business. You're going to want to choose your colors wisely, something that is easily describable. You want to ensure that people can read it when they look at it. Use some type of timeless shape if you want to include any shapes, and you want it to be memorable. So a lot of times people play with different fonts when they create their own logos. They play with different shapes, fonts, colors, things like that. So whenever it comes to your logo, especially these days, you want to be careful if you include any cursive writing, right? Because not a lot of people know how to read and write in cursive. So if you've got a very fancy, loopy cursive writing, it may be hard for people to understand what it is that your business name is or what it does and things like that. So, you can go with a handwriting type of font, but just make sure it's not too cursive to where the letters aren't distinguishable. As far as colors goes, you want to make sure that your colors contrast, right? You don't want to put, hot pink on bright yellow. That might be a little hard for people to see. So, contrasting colors, those really look good. White on black, red on blue, things like that, just to make sure that it actually pops out. And something that's memorable, something that's easily describable. So if you use something like a star and you've got a sign with your logo on it on Main Street, people can be like, you know what, I can't remember the name of that shop, but the sign has a big red star on it and the backing of it is white. So we don't email the recordings. Those are available on our YouTube channels. If we try to email the recordings, they do expire after some time. So if we put them on our YouTube channel, they don't expire. So they're all accessible there. So you just want to make sure that you're clearly conveying that message of what your business is and things like that. So branding and the importance of consistency. You want to make sure that you're being consistent with your designs and marketing to establish your brand identity by using the following. You want to, again, avoid those hard to read fonts that go on materials. You want to keep your logo colors to match your brand colors, and you want to try to use same fonts on different things too. If you are creating a flyer or a brochure or a booklet or things like that, you want to try to stick with the same fonts. You don't want to have 12 different fonts all describing your business and things like that. So if you've got a certain color that you go with for your logo, say white, black, and red, maybe see about using those colors to continue on your marketing materials and things like that. Recognizing your sponsors and partners. So you need to make sure to give credit where credit is due. If you partnered with or were sponsored by another entity, make sure to include recognition of them by including their logos on signage at events, thanking them when giving a speech or an interview, and including their logos on advertisements and trainings. So just like today, the Jefferson Franklin Community Action Corporation is the nonprofit organization that applied for the grant from the SBA to create the Small Business Resource Center. So we give a nod to the U.S. Small Business Administration for their funding, which makes this program possible. It's the same thing if you go to a Little League game and you look at the fence and you see some local businesses there. If you look on the back of some sports t-shirts, you're going to see business logos and things. Even if you watch professional sports, you're going to see things like, a Safe Flight Auto Glass or State Farm Insurance. So these are sponsors. They make these things possible. So you need to make sure to give recognition where it's due. That's really going to help get that word out there, and that's going to keep those partners coming back to help you and support you. Oh, and looks like we've got someone coming in. Give me just a moment. I'm going to let them in. All right. So the 5 W's. So you want to look at who your audience is. What does your audience care about? When does your audience need help? Where do they go for help? And why should your audience come to you? So this is a big thing. A lot of businesses are trying to solve a problem. In a small town, maybe there needs to be someone who makes t-shirts, or maybe there needs to be a restaurant. So you need to think about these things of who you're trying to serve, what is important to them, when do they need your help, and where do they currently go, and why are you the best solution for them? So this leads into knowing who your target audience is. You need to understand that you will market to different audiences based on several different factors like business types, demographics, income levels, age group, and needs. As an example, when you are putting marketing materials out there, when you're promoting yourself, you'll look at animated depictions. Most commonly appear for children or child-related entities like daycares, Head Start, schools, play areas, things like that. A lawn care service for homeowners, you want to look at a target audience of someone who actually has a lawn. So you want to look at subdivisions or people in town, things like that. You're not going to, promote your services to an apartment complex because people who live in the apartments don't have a lawn to mow. That usually falls on the maintenance staff or the landlord, things like that. So you'll just want to make sure that you're promoting yourself to the right people, or even new dog nail trimmers to a pet groomer. So if you are making the latest, greatest dog nail trimmers, or you're selling the latest, greatest dog nail trimmers, start with your local pet groomers, start with your local vet's office, things like that. You're not going to take that to necessarily an actual doctor's office or a I don't know, a daycare, for instance, you're going to want to know who your target audience is, and that's who you're going to want to promote yourself to. Also, you need to consider what results are you trying to obtain, because you can promote yourself in different ways to meet different goals. So are you trying to get more sales? Are you just trying to get the word out about yourself? Or are you trying to get investments for something? So that goes back to, your sponsors and your partners, making sure that if you're getting investments, you want to continue to thank them and recognize them so that they can continue to come back and sponsor your events, sponsor your business, sponsor whatever it is that you're needing help with. All right, so let's talk about promotion materials and where you can create these materials. So you can start, if your company has a graphics or a marketing department, you can start right there with them. Let them know that this is what you're seeing, this is what you're wanting to do, and see what they can come up with. Send them some examples of images that you have in your mind, or things like that. Whatever it is you're trying to convey to your audience, let them know and then let them work their magic. If you don't have that, you can go on to sites that give you templates that are very easy, drag and drop, add text here, add a shape there. So you can go to Canva, Vistaprint, Photoshop, Shutterstock, and there's a lot more. Now, as I need to add this disclaimer in there, the JFCAC, Small Business Resource Center, and the SBA have no affiliation with these companies. These are just used as examples. So we're not trying to promote those websites, companies, organizations. We are just giving you examples. These are places that you can go to create your own promotional materials. Okay, so all of this leads us into Facebook. Facebook is a free tool at your disposal. Facebook is one of the rare things that if you are a business owner, not a lot of things are free. Facebook is one of them. There are things that you can pay for on Facebook to promote your ads, to boost your posts, things like that, but it is free. There's nothing you have to pay for at this time to create a business page on Facebook. It is a free tool at your disposal. So on Facebook, you can create your own personal page, you can add and connect with friends, you can join local groups, and you can share your business pages posts as well, if you choose to. Now, with that, you can move on to creating your business page. With this, you can invite people, like people on your friends list. You can invite them to like your business page, and then you can also ask them to share your business page so it gets out there even more. They're promoting it for you. You can join, again, local groups. Here locally in Jefferson County, again, I'm in Jefferson County, Brittany's in Franklin County. There are different groups for each county. Jefferson County has a small business group. Franklin County and St. Clair have their own small business groups where business owners and entrepreneurs go on there and they are able to promote their business. Hey, we're running a special. We're doing this. We're opening. We're offering these new things. So there's a lot out there for these community pages, and they are really great groups to belong to. Not to mention, liking your local chamber of commerce and following them and promoting yourself with them as well. So again, on that business page, you'll want to promote your business. This is where you'll post all of your business information. So first, let's talk about your personal page. So your personal page can be utilized in different ways, and it is completely up to you. There's no rules on this except for however you would like to do it. Your first option is keeping it completely personal and not connected to your business at all. Still, if you do this, you want to always stay mindful of what you're posting. It is your personal page, but people may still base their patronage of your business off of your personal views and opinions. We see this a lot. Cancel culture is a thing. Even we'll get into this, but the business model that we use here is, you're selling pogo sticks. So if something happens and you post a political view, a religious view, anything could be misconstrued or somebody doesn't agree with, then you're on the chopping block. So if there's anything in there, just be mindful of what it is that you're posting on your personal page. Again, it is your personal page. It is completely up to you, but just be mindful. Or option 2, use it to connect with friends, prospective customers, and vendors. With this, they get to know you on a personal level. They get to understand who the person and family is that's behind the business. You can promote your business page on your personal page by posting about it and sharing your business posts. This also lets your friends know about your business. With this, you can also use your personal page to get feedback before officially offering an item or a service. I have a friend of mine. She owns a small store in our town, and a lot of times she sells different things: cups, candles, shirts, sweatshirts, purses, different things. And a lot of times before she goes to make or order a few things, she will post it to us, her friends, and say, hey, how would you guys feel about this? I know right now she's already getting ready for Christmas stuff. So one of the things that she posted on her personal page to us, her friends, was, hey guys, how would you feel if you walked into my store and started seeing Christmas stuff already? And you got that feedback. You got the honest feedback from friends saying, can you wait for Halloween to get over first? Or absolutely, that is the best thing ever because I want to get a jump start on my Christmas stuff already. So it's a good way to feel out what you're going to do or offer in your business before it actually gets to your business. So your business page. Your business page should convey a clear message of what your business is about. If you are making and selling pogo sticks, do not post photos and talk about skateboards. This can be confusing, right? If somebody goes on your business Facebook page because they heard you're the best pogo seller in all the land and they start seeing stuff about skateboards, they're going to be like, okay, well, this person is either clearly confused or they're not doing pogo sticks anymore. So you want to make sure that you're including your logo as your profile photo. This is highly recommended because when someone searches on Facebook, the profile picture is shown. So if you have a profile picture that is of a flower, and they're searching for the best pogo stick company in all the land, they're likely to go right over that because there could be several business names that have the same name as you. You want to use your about section to briefly but effectively describe your business. People, if again, they know that you're selling pogo sticks, they want to come there, they want to read real quick what your business is about and go on. They really don't want to read a novel. And I'm pretty sure Facebook actually now limits you on the amount of characters that you can have there. You want to use this to create and share business events like grand openings, sales that you're going to be having, different things like that. Your audience wants to stay in the know, so keep them in the know. So this brings us to how to create your business page. If you already have a personal Facebook account, you'll want to go ahead and log into that. You'll click on your menu button and then pages. Once you've done that, you'll click the plus sign that says create. And once you get started, this is where you'll fill in the requested information like your business name, the category, and your basic account information. This is where you want to be sure that you are providing the most current information to your customers, especially contact information. So there are many, many times where you can go on Google, a website, and Facebook, and you try to call or email someone and it bounces back or the number's been disconnected, it's no longer working, but you know the business is in fact in business, it is still currently open and operating, but you have no way of getting a hold of that person. Sometimes on business pages, they do have the option of messaging that business, but hopefully as the business owner, you are monitoring that message, your inbox. You can turn that off as well. If you don't want to receive Facebook messages from people, you can turn that option off so that people can't message you, but just make sure that they have a way to contact you. If they have questions about anything, even if you're posting your working hours when your store is open and closed, it's still likely you're going to get somebody that calls or messages to say, yes, can you tell me your hours? Even though they read right past the hours to get to your phone number or how to contact you. So once you've got all of that information listed in there, you want to go ahead and make sure you publish your page, and then you can start posting your business content. So this brings us to content. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to post about? What do we want to include? What's good and what's not? So creating content for your business page can range from easy to difficult. You want to make sure that you can create a content calendar to help with this process. You want to make sure that you're consistently posting. Make it a point to post a predetermined number of times per week, or if you're posting on certain days, you just want to make sure that you're not posting one day, once a day, every day for 2 weeks, and then you don't post again for a month. That's really inconsistent, and people don't know what's going on. If you leave if you're very active on your social media and then you're all of a sudden not active on it, there's no new content, people are going to assume that you are out of business or there's something going on, and they will move on to the next pogo stick seller. So what you want to post about. You want to post about anything that you feel relevant. Customers like to know things. They like to know personal things. It's crazy. For instance, my husband, the things that he does, he has a work truck, and customers that he visits want to look inside of his truck. It's very odd. It always kind of catches them off guard. He's been doing it a long time, and he still is like, it just kind of throws me, because people will be walking around and then they just ask, hey, can I look in your truck? Sure, we're over here doing this, but yeah, let's go over and look in that truck. So, you just want to be, sorry, the word escapes me. You want to know that keep in mind that the customers want to know things. So, post pictures, the outside and inside and around your store. If you have a brick and mortar store, people want to see what your store looks like so they know what to look for if they're coming to visit it. People want to see what the inside looks like. Is it crammed? Am I going to be able to find things? Or is it spaced out really nicely? And, oh, hey, I think I see a shirt over there in the corner. I want to ask about that shirt. If you do any improvements to the building, if you have new window displays or anything like that, and then merchandise displays, of course. If you're putting anything front and center, again, if you want to start putting Christmas stuff out there and you want to put that front and center, hey, build that display, take a picture and post it. We now have Christmas stuff. Come get your Grinch shirt or anything like that. Post about your services and your items for sale, projects that you're working on or have completed, new vendors, etc. Just again, keeping them in the know. Your content, it should be engaging, short, sweet, and to the point. If you want to post about your journey to becoming a business owner, that's great. People may be interested in that, but keep in mind, some people aren't going to read all that. Some people are, some people aren't. So you've got to find that balance of getting everything out there to people, giving them all of that information, sharing your story, but also put in those short and sweet posts. Make sure that you're presenting a solution to your customers and a call to action. So, hey, is your pogo stick broken? No problem. We sell new ones. Message us today or stop by today to see about our sales. And you just want to make sure to not post and share non-business related content. Again, if you are selling pogo sticks, don't be talking about skateboards. If you are selling pogo sticks, don't be talking about Post-its. So just keep in mind, keep your business page related to your business, your services, your items. So here is an example. This is one of our posts for a previous webinar that we did. So in here, again, this is a Facebook post. So in here, you can see that JFCAC is the Facebook page that posted this, and we're sharing our flyer for the webinar. We're telling them what it is, when it is, that it's free, and if spring is here, which means severe weather. Have you thought about how your business would survive a disaster? And then that gets people thinking, no, I really haven't. And in my area, there's flooding, there's tornadoes, everybody, is sending thoughts and prayers to Maui because of all of the fires there. So, think about how your business would survive a disaster. So this provides a call to action. We can help with that. We can provide this information. We can provide these resources. So the image clearly conveys a message, and your images can be more simple. It doesn't have to be an informational flyer like this. There's a question, are you prepared for the disaster, which is a problem to a business owner. There's an answer or the solution. This webinar can help. And there's a call to action. Register now with the website link. Okay, so this brings us to the content calendar that we mentioned earlier. There are many, many different content calendars out there. There aren't any that I can truly recommend because I myself use my phone calendar for social media content. So you need to find one that works best for you. You can do a written calendar if you choose, but I have found that an electronic or digital calendar works best because, and I will show you in a little bit, you can include everything you need. So a content calendar is a very helpful tool, especially when you're trying to run your own business as well as your own social media page or pages. So what should your content calendar include? You can begin with a calendar, again, preferably a digital calendar. You can use, your iPhone calendar, your Android calendar, your Google Outlook, whatever calendar that you feel comfortable with. Something that is probably going to be with you and can create alerts or alarms for you, gets that notifications, decides what days you would like to post on. Do you want to post every other day? So you're going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Are you going Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday? Are you going, Monday and Friday, however you want to do it. So you'll want to create a reminder on the day that you want to post, which includes the post name, what the content of the post is, so what the post is to read, any links. So in the example that we just showed you, we shared the registration link, and then the image. Fun fact, if you do have downtime, you can actually draft these posts ahead of time on Facebook and then schedule them to be posted on the target date. So whenever you're doing that, there is a menu option that you can click to schedule, put in the date that you want it to post, and that's it. You're done. That way you don't have to do anything. On the date that you choose, it will automatically be posted. So here is an example calendar entry. So I just did this like in my Outlook calendar. So as you got it here, the subject is the name of the post. We're going to have an event that is buy one, get one pogos. So BOGO pogos. And when I want to do this, I want to do it on June 5th, 2023. And that's whenever it's due for me. So that's whenever this is going to give me an alert. So down here, I've got the image that I want to post on there and the post content to read. BOGO sale announcement this Saturday, June 10th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. only. Our medium-sized pogo sticks will be buy one, get one 50% off while supplies last. And then we've got our little robot guy on a pogo stick telling people to hop on over. So this has everything you need that you can go onto Facebook and you can bring that image over, put it on there, copy and paste the content and put that on there. So it'll be ready to go so you can tell people about your June 10th event, and you've got this a couple days ahead of time. So it's not too far ahead of time, but it's also not the day before. So this way people can plan, hey, I'm going to go get me a BOGO pogo. I got plans coming up this Saturday. Okay, so we've talked about content, we've talked about your business page. Now let's talk about responding. You want to respond, good, bad, or otherwise. Respond. People, potential customers, viewing your page want to see you are involved with your customers. They want to see the warm and fuzzy stuff, but let's be honest, they also want to see the not so nice stuff too. They want to see what other people are saying about you, your products and services, and how you respond to what they say. You want to make sure that you are kind in every response, but be honest in every response. You want to make sure that you are absolutely honest, even if it was your mistake and you're admitting to it. I know that's hard to swallow that pride sometimes, or you don't want to look bad, but own those mishaps. But don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and your business, because as everybody here knows, some people are truly never happy. Even if they receive the 100% gold standard top tier treatment, there's going to be something that they're not happy with. It could be something like, you were just too perky when you helped me pick out my pogo stick. So you just want to respond on there. If someone puts a good review or tags your business page in a post, you want to tell them, hey, thank you for tagging. We appreciate that. If they put something negative on there, used my pogo once and it broke. Well, we see here that when you came in, you purchased the small size pogo stick, and we had actually recommended the large size pogo stick for how you were going to be using it. We apologize that your selection didn't work out for you. If you would like to come back in, we're happy to help you fix this. Be professional, but that does not mean that you have to let people badmouth your business by any means. Stand up for yourself, be kind, be honest, but respond. Thank people, talk to people, solve problems, let people know that you are attentive and you care what people are saying about your business. That is a big thing. So, how can the SBRC help? We can actually refer you to our resource partner to work with free of cost to develop and create logo and branding for your business, website, and your social media page. They can create business cards, signage, and merchandise. However, the SBRC does not cover the cost of those materials, those tangible materials, advertising campaigns, subscription services, billboards, the continual cost of running the website or social media management. So like I said, that our spoke could help you create what your business card is going to look like. And we would pay for that consultation, but we would not pay to have 1,000 business cards printed out. That would be on the client to pay for those services. So right now, I actually believe we are on hold for our spoke that helps with these. But as Brittany mentioned earlier, she is great on social media. That's one of the things that she really enjoys doing. So we can absolutely talk with you about what your logo might want to look like and how she can help you with that social media page. And then we can direct you to one of those services that we had mentioned earlier, like Canva, Vistaprint, things like that, to get that initial business card going for you. So, anytime you need any of that help, please feel free to reach out to us. We are happy to help. All right, so with that, do we have any questions? Please feel free to unmute yourself or put any questions in the chat. All right, it looks like we're pretty quiet today. No problem at all. If you have any questions afterwards or anything like that, please feel free to email them in or give us a call. We're happy to discuss those offline if you would like to. And with that, We have, again, we have an upcoming training happening. We are going to do a triple header webinar on October 25th. We've done that once before. So what that just consists of is we just take a whole day and we have 3 webinars throughout the day. Usually that leads to a few one-on-one consultations in between the webinars. So I think right now we are looking at doing we have a webinar that's actually just about the SBRC and what we do, how we're funded, how we help, what our processes look like, what it's like to register with us, how our spokes help, things like that. So we plan on having a what is the SBRC? And then we're going to have the business licensing one that I had mentioned earlier today or earlier in this webinar, how to register your business with the Secretary of State and have that walkthrough. And then for that last one, we're either going to redo this Facebook and branding or have a updated disaster preparedness one. We haven't nailed down that last one just yet. So be on the lookout for those. Information about that will be going out soon. And then also I was just able to confirm the date that's not on here. On October 10th, we are going to be having a cybersecurity training. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to email or call in. We can give you information, or of course, always look at our website, jfcac.org/SBRC. We have an upcoming section at the bottom of our page, and that links you to the registration site for all of our upcoming webinars. So with that, we appreciate you all so much for coming today. Thank you for registering, attending, and being with us. And we hope to see you all again. If there's anything we can help you with, give us a call. Yep.
Can I butt in for a second since you guys are all still on here?
Absolutely.
That training, the triple header training on October 25th, that what is the SBRC? That's something that hopefully we'll have some more updates about our program. So it may be good to keep that on your radar. I'll be sending you guys email reminders plenty of times before that. So hopefully that'll be a good time for us to talk about our program, what things are changing and what things are coming up, since as of right now, our program is actually subject to end at the end of November. So keep October 25th on the top of your radar. So that way you guys can join in and see what's going on.
Absolutely. Yes. All right, everybody. Well, you have a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you again for being with us here today, and we will talk with you all later.
Thank you, guys.